Hello students, today we discuss on chapter number 4th, materials, metals and non-metals. Dear students, you are familiar with the number of materials like silver, copper, iron, aluminium, coal, wood, gold, etc. Differences in metals and non-metals can be made on the basis of their physical and chemical properties. Let's try to find out the properties of some metals and non-metals. This is silver, quite famous, has been used by kings and queens. It has even helps enhance the beauty of many of you. It can easily be given any shape. Have you noticed the fine wires used in the making of old jewelry? The property of metals by which it can be drawn into wires is called ductility. Malleability. The property of metals by which they can be beaten into thin sheets is called malleability. That is how it gets done to all the sweets. It is also used to make mirrors, but nowadays other cheaper and stain-proof material are preferred. When it is exposed to moist air, it loses its color, but little polish and little scrubbing its back at shine best. This is copper, known to make kind for a very long time. Like silver, it can easily be beaten into sheets and given different shapes. That is why it was quite commonly used in household. But you can see that it can easily react with air and water, whereby losing its shine. It reacts with carbon dioxide, forming a coat of copper carbonate, that green stuff you see. Copper carbonate is very poisonous and it used an insecticides. After we found that our people have stopped using copper vessels. Copper is excellent conductor of heat and electricity, making it one of a commonest metal in making of water bodies and electrical wires. This is iron, quite cheap and of course very strong, but still like other metals. Beaten into the sheets, shaped, cut, driven into fine wires. Its only problem is that it reacts easily with the oxygen in the air. That's when rusting occurs. However, people have found ways of protecting it from rusting. You coat it with other metals. This process is known as galvanization. You also paint it. You also combine it with other material to stop it from corroded. Iron is good conductor of heat and electricity, making it quite useful in various industries. This is aluminium, the poor man's silver. You find it commonly used in household. After all, it is good conductor of heat. Easily it can be shaped and bent. It can be beaten into really thin sheets. It can be also used to keep things hot because it can take a lot of shine, but it does react acids and gets corroded. After long use, of course, when it cuts to be drawn into wires. It is not a good as copper, but it much cheaper. So you will find its use quite common in electrical appliances too. One of the great property of aluminium is its lightness, which is why it is used to make aircraft and spacecraft. After knowing all this, we can say that some materials are hard, lustrous, malleable, ductile, sonorous, and good conductor of heat and electricity. The materials which generally possess these properties are called metals. And in contrast, materials like coal and sulfur are soft and dull in appearances. They break down into the powdery mass on tapping with a hammer. They are not sonorous and are poor conductor of heat and electricity. These materials are called non-metals. Let's know about some exceptions. Metals like sodium and potassium are soft and can be cut with a knife, and mercury is the only materials which is found in liquid state on a room temperature. These are exceptions. Well students, that was a very brief introduction to metals and non-metals. I am sure you are understood very well. Thank you.